What is up, everybody? Buster Boy here, and we are on episode 10. How the hell did we make it this far? That's what I want to know. How did we make it this far? Now, mind you, I did the last 3 episodes and this one in one sitting. So here we go, guys. The boss, Bob. We get to kill Bob. We get to put 2 bullets in his skull. But first we had to go through his holograms to do it. Alright, this is our 3rd boss in the game, and then we move on.
I'm no longer suited for that.
Now, why did I choose this one with the HD collection coming out? Why did I choose this one? Well, honestly, I've played this a lot more, and I didn't really think about it at the time. Honestly, to tell you the truth. And I forgot to upgrade. That's great. I mean, not that I need it, but still, like, you'll need it later on in the game. You won't need it now. Alright, so the goal is to watch out for that beam right there. So you just keep on running. Wow, I almost forgot where to go for a minute there. What the hell? So you're racing against this beam here. Try not to get killed by this beam. I never get hit by this beam, so yeah, it's never gonna hit me. Yeah, if you know that, if I get hit by that, yeah, that is that's super cringe right there. So now we are going to go and fight Bob now. It's gonna be an interesting battle here. We'll see how it works. But overall, this boss is relatively easy, especially on the difficulty I'm playing on. But on later difficulties, like I said, oh my, I tried to use this thing, but my square just wouldn't work. What the hell? Alright, so for those of you who don't know, I have 3 controllers. I have a black controller, a camouflage controller, and I have a blue controller, which is completely fucked. Well, I'm using my red controller while my camouflage controller charges. I usually put it on the charge at night, but sometimes I pass out and forget to put it on the charger. Well, I'm using this one, and my square button sometimes does not work because I've been having a lot of issues with it. Like, that's kind of my bad. So, alright, that's what I was telling you guys about last episode, is his pattern. But for the most part, it's pretty easy on this difficulty. On this difficulty, anyway. Especially when you know the trick. And after a while, if he takes a lot of damage too, to have this like red thing appear underneath you and explode. You can still take damage though. That's the thing. Easy boss. Push over. Total pussy. On this difficulty anyway. But trust me, it gets tough.
Now what we have here is some truly shocking footage of the terrorist, known as Dante, at the Bellevue Pier recently. So what do we know about this Dante? Several people have now come forward, and investigators have pieced together a shocking history of violence. At age 8, he attacked and killed the head nurse at St. Lamia Orphanage. She was described as a sweet old lady who particularly enjoyed working with children. Between the ages of 11 and 15, he broke out of no less than 8 youth detention facilities, often mounting brutal, humiliating attacks against the prison officers just doing their jobs. Between 16 and 17, he became involved in gangs, drug peddling, and is believed to be responsible for over a dozen homicides. And worst of all, he was also a well-known cruiser.
I just don't like
seedier
the
districts of
camera
the city.
angle in this.
Rampantly spreading
Like in this
sexual
portion of it,
disease of the
I don't like
unholy
some of the
kind.
camera angles in it.
It ain't that the best
I
kind,
understand
Bob.
they're trying to give you like a helicopter like view, but some views just don't work, some views do. And this is one of them that just didn't work. Oh, and I just ran right into the beam and into the other beam. Alright, so you use your fist like this to knock this one down. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep using your fist and slamming into these. Just like that. Like, how unique is that boss, though? Like, how unique is that? Like, who would think to do that? That's the one thing I will give this game credit for. A lot of unique boss battles, and that's what I love about it. Especially later on, like in the later episodes that you'll see.
And at one point, it was just terrifying. He definitely had pedophile eyes.
I saw one girl, like, beg for her life, but, like, he said he was gonna kill her anyway. And then he did. Like, totally.
Since that horrific attack, it has come to light that Dante is involved in the terrorist organization called The Order. I have a message for The Order. The whole world is looking for you. Every camera, on every street corner, every police force in the country and worldwide. But we will find you.
There you go.
We will destroy you. It's only a matter of time.
This is pretty
This
much
is Bob Barbas of the
just
Raptor News Network. Just
to tie
doing
you
God's work.
over until to pretty much stall the battle. That's all it really is. I mean, yeah, it's fun, but it kind of stalls the battle. You know what I mean?
We're going live! You suck! We're gonna do it live!
Yeah, the best way to like get past that is just to dash. There you go. He's done this time. Like, dude, this boss will never freaking kill me. Simple as that. Especially on this difficulty.
Breaking news, Bob.
Hey, Bob, you're fired. No, I don't know this game at all. I don't know this game. No, not me. So I get my other angel power. This power is actually quite useful. So I will probably be using that power a lot. And we'll get to try out that power the next episode. And look at that. We got a triple S, guys. I told you, this boss is easy. You know what I mean? Especially on this difficulty. Especially on this difficulty. Dante Must Die, not so much. Later on in the game, after you beat the game a few times, you'll unlock a mode called Hell or Hell difficulty, which is they have normal damage and you die in one hit. And it is hard to do that. I mean, that takes No Death Run to a whole new level. But anyway, we might try out a couple of rounds on that level. I mean, on that difficulty. Let's try that again. We can take that, rewind it back. All right, we might try a few levels on that difficulty. There. Okay. On that note, we are ending this episode on a good note. So this is BusterBoy46 signing off, saying game on, rock out, stay frosty. See you in episode 11.